guys. Oops, we're back. Just a second. You know me, trying to get myself straightened out. Okay, let's get my book in focus. Let me bring this up a little more. Okay, that's what I need to do. Nope, need to bring it down. There we go. Okay, so we left off, and what we're doing next is what? Oh, okay. We are going to, let me sit down. I'm standing up for I don't know for what reason. Anyway. I had something, when you have something on your mind, you're thinking about something else, and then you have to, like, redirect your thoughts over to what you're working on. Anyway, I was doing some other stuff. Okay, I need to focus. All right, we're going to start putting some water on this castle, because we haven't even touched this castle yet. So, let's do that. I want to try something, you guys. I don't normally do my drips like this, or the water pouring, but I want to do this. I saw Nana's place. She does this, especially when she does pouring water, and the water's pouring. She uses her Posca like that. Let me just erase this for a second. I don't normally use my Posca to do it. I use my liner brush and my paint. So I just want to see. Okay. And she always smears things like, it looks really cool. Do I like that? All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to first use my regular technique, which is acrylic paint, and then I think I'm going to use my Posca over it. I think that's what I need to do first. So I'm going to do my regular technique first. Okay. Sometimes you just got to play around, experiment with things. Okay, so I'm using my liner brush and my acrylic paint. And I usually make like this little V coming down, so it looks like the water's pouring out. And a lot of times I do like, I change it to smaller drip, bigger drips, a little bit of, but I kind of want to be a little bit thicker on this one. I want like the water's pouring out of here. So, and we'll go right into the butterfly. Remember I was telling you guys, it's the same way like when you do the shooting stars, you go right over the parakeet or go right over the butterfly or go right over planets. It like brings everything in more to the picture. It makes everything relate to each other. That's what I think. That's my thought process. Okay, like right here in this window, I'm just going to do a little bit of drips in this window. We'll do a little drip here. And we'll do this right here. Okay, and hopefully you guys are seeing all that. Yep, you are. Okay. And here, there's enough room we can really, we can really make it pour out here. I don't know if she's watching. Hey, Nana's place. Girl, I'm sorry. All I know your name is, and you say your name all the time, I just know you by Nana's place. Like people, they probably don't even know my name. They just know me by my fairy treasures. So, no major. Because we all know each other by our YouTube names. I'm sure if I saw someone on the street, they'd be like, hey, my fairy treasures. And then they'd be like, oh, sorry, what's your name again? Okay. Cool. I love how this is just, looks like this water's just pouring out. And then we have some drips of water there. But this pouring out of water, I got the idea, like I said, from Nana's place. She does more like the water's pouring out than just like drips. And I love it. So. Okay, you guys, I'm having to really turn my book, so hopefully I'm still in frame. Yeah, I'm still in frame. She did this one picture, and I loved it. It was coming off these rooftops, and the water was just pouring off the rooftop. It was in one of the abandoned places. It looks so cool. And that's where I saw it. I'm like, I need to do that. I need to have more water pouring out than just always dripping out. I loved it when I saw it. I was like, cool. So thanks, girl, for that inspiration, for that idea. I've incorporated into my stuff. Okay. And there's a little window right here. We'll just go across with the water. And we will make some little drips here, though. Okay. I love doing this work. It is just so fun. Okay, we'll do this one here. Coming across here. Let this drizzle all the way down. Remove that. Okay, love that. That looks good. And I'm looking to see if I want to have some water. Let's see about a big thing of water pouring like right here. Right below the wings of my hummingbird. I think that would look really good. Yeah, I like that. So it's like it's pouring from behind these wings. Like the bird, like this hummingbird is flying over the castle of this little top part, and then there is water pouring from the top, but it's, the wing is flying over that where the water begins, so you can't really see. Okay, can't really tell. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Oh, excuse me. My stomach growled there. I'm gonna put a little bit of something here. See if a little bit of snow is just coming off of this, or water. And this could always be water or snow, especially when you see little sheets of it like this. You can have big sheets of it, but I just feel like this really looks like snow more than water. Well, it looks like either one. You can do snow or water when it's kind of smaller. When it's pouring out, it really looks like water. So there's two different techniques, water and snow. Okay. Okay. You guys heard that little cash register? It either means I got an offer on eBay, or someone paid for their item or I just sold something. So I hate it though. They used to only have that little cash register sound if someone bought something and paid for it, but now it's not like that. So you don't ever know. Is it an offer? Did somebody pay for something? Did somebody already buy it and pay for it? Anyway. Okay. Love the addition of the water. I think that looks really good. Oh, also, let's do some shooting stars over the castle. We definitely need some shooting stars. This castle can't be sitting here without any shooting stars hitting it, can it? Heck no! Cool. And that looks cool, just going right over the water. Like the shooting stars are hitting right over the water or the snow. Cool. Oh, that looks horrible. Alright, I don't like that one. I think that is the best. If you don't like something, you can just wipe it off. Even if it dried, you can still take the baby wipe and wipe it off. So that's really cool. Here we go. This is like that. There we go. Perfect. Love that. Okay. So, let me see. Let me rinse my brush. Okay, now I'm going to take my Posca. Is this dry? And I would see her go over. Well, you know what? I don't want to ruin my Posca pen. Let's let this dry for a minute. And I'll go and do some planets here on this butterfly. Remember I wanted to do that? And then we'll go back here. I just don't want to mess up my paint pen. Which I probably won't because it's both paint. But anyway, let's just make sure. Let's go ahead and put some planets on here on this butterfly. Got some planets going on. Okay, and maybe one more planet right here. Okay, there we go. So, let me wipe off my finger. Wish I wouldn't have let my paint dry up. You know what you can do? Like I had all this paint here. You can, so it doesn't dry up, you can always take a plastic bag and, like a shopping bag, and then cover up your paints. And I should have remembered to do that. So I hate wasting paint. Okay. And, oh, this is the turquoise here that I was using. Okay. I'm just getting all my colors together again. Okay, so let's take and just dab in all of them. I'm going to work all these at the same time. I'm getting brave. I'm just working everything at the same time. Remember before I worked 2 or 3 together? But the acrylic paint won't dry that fast, so it'll be good. And that way you only have to wipe your hand off once. You don't have to keep wiping it off. Okay. And then we're going to use the blue. So I'm just sticking with the same color palette that we used before, that we've been using. And then that way everything goes together. We want everything to go together. We want everything to mesh. Right? Right. Okay. So, let me wipe my finger off and let's start meshing. Awesome. On that one, I kind of went out of the little circle a little too much, so I'll fix that. You're just trying to, like, just tapping, just to mesh the colors together. And you can kind of, if you want, kind of go like this and kind of circle it and then start meshing. Whatever, just experiment. Mesh until you like what you see. Cool. And then, I know on this one it needs to be a little bit, cut the circle in a little bit more. And here, cut the circle in a little bit more. There we go. This looks good. Excited tonight. I am in about 20 minutes here. I'm done finishing this, heading off to my Zumba class. Oh no, it's not Zumba tonight. Mix Fit. You guys, Mix Fit is just as fun as Zumba. It's another like dancey type of class. It's like a party up in there. You don't even know you're working out. You burn off 500 to 1,000 calories. It's awesome. If you haven't tried Mix Fit, you should try it. It is so fun. Mix Fit and Zumba, either one, both of them. I do. What do? I do Mix Fit 3 days a week and Zumba twice a week. Yeah. And I would do Zumba. I would do it the opposite way. Zumba 3 and Mix Fit twice. It's just how it happened with the instructors that I like to take. I'm a little picky about my instructors. They need to be good. Nothing worse than somebody teaching Zumba or Mix Fit who shouldn't be teaching Zumba or Mix Fit. If you've been taking Mix Fit or Zumba for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't tried that class and you're looking for a fun workout, looking for a workout that it doesn't seem like you're really working out, take those two classes, Mix Fit and then Zumba. Especially if you want to take off some weight, you want to tone up, any of that, that will help you. That and just eating, right, eating real food, eating wholesome, eating real food. That's what I think a good eating plan is. Eating real food, things you have to cook. And eating on the whole side, like whole wheat. If you're gonna have pasta, whole wheat. If you're gonna have rice, brown rice, wheat bread. Just that kind of eating. I think I've tried so many things. I think that just works the best for me. Eating real food. And then maybe allowing yourself a cheat day on Saturdays or whatever day you want to do it, where you can go and have that, whatever you want, have a day where you, mine's Saturday. Okay, loving all this. I think that looks really, really cool. Okay, another thing I want to do though is I definitely want to do some splatters on top of here because we need more splatters. I have some white paint on here. Where's my spray bottle? All right, I don't need my spray bottle. I just need my brush here. Let's get this mixed up. Okay. We need some more splatters because I want more splatters on top of the planets too. Cool. Want that. So I do need to watch my time. I don't even know what time it is. Okay, hopefully we're doing okay. I do want to put some, I do want to put some stars over here on this butterfly, which is now a planet. Let's put some, okay, the 3 flick outs. You guys have saw that in my last video, so I won't come up super close with that because you guys have seen me do that. But just flicking out 3 little flick outs, and that'll create our medium-sized stars. We already have our small stars, which were the splatters, right? Right. And I'm going to throw a couple of larger stars on the planets. Okay. And then let's throw some stars just everywhere, all over this butterfly. Okay. And then we'll throw in some shooting stars. Do a shooting star even over the planet. Let's do a shooting star on this bird. Cool. And on this bird's body and shooting outwards. Cool. All right, that looks cool. Okay. That looks good. So now that butterfly is all in the rest of this. Okay. I'm looking to see what else I want to do. Let me show you guys something really quickly while I'm still waiting for this paint to dry here. How to make these little birds. I like to make little birds in the sky, and there's not a sky, but we'll put some little birds on some of these planets. But I probably will need to come in a little closer. So just a second. Okay, let's move. Just need to find. Put some birds on those 2 planets. So with your liner brush and some black paint, we'll just put a couple birds. Ooh, hopefully my hand's not getting in my paint. It's just little V's like this. See? You can make a bigger bird, a larger bird, to make a line out like this, and then like that. Line out, and line like that. And that makes like a larger bird coming over. And we'll just do another bird like this. Just little V's, and it makes little birds. See, that looks really cool. So let me come back out, and I'm going to do the same thing on some of these other planets. I'm not going to do birds everywhere on all the planets, but just because it takes time, I'll do that off camera. But just so you guys can kind of see. And let's do some little small ones. We'll do all small birds on this planet. Let's do some birds flying across this castle. We'll do the larger ones. I can't seem to keep my hands out of my paint. Cool. And where I got the shape of these birds was, when you look in the sky, they just look like little V's, right? But then if you see them up a little bit closer, then they look kind of like this in the air, in the sky. When I was at the beach, I'm like, oh, that's how those birds are shaped. I noticed that like a few years ago. And when I got home, I'm like, I got to start including those kind of birds in my artwork. Not those kind of birds, but how birds look far away. Okay. Throw some birds in this on this planet over here, because this planet, it's a yellow butterfly, so it's a little bit lighter. Unlike this over here, it won't show up very much because it's a dark. The base of the butterfly is dark brown. We can put a bird flying. Put some birds flying over this bird too. Okay. So see, you can work really pretty fast. Now I'd like to put some birds on these planets, a couple of them, but I will do that off camera. Just finish up the little birds here. Plus, I can tell that these planets need time to dry. There we go. Okay, so we'll let those planets dry, but I will go back and put little birdies on these planets like I did the ones up here. Okay. We are almost done, you guys. I do want to go back over the water. Remember I said there was a technique where you take your pen, your paint pen, and you go over what you already did. I don't know if it's going to work or not. She did it and it looked really, Nana's place, she did it and it looked really cool. Just added a little extra. Yeah, I like it. And I couldn't understand why she did it. I was like, she's just going over the paint she just did. Why did she do that? But you know what it does? It adds a little mist on the side. That's what it does. So just add a little bit of this paint pen on the side. Just a little bit, and then just kind of go over it. And it kind of adds a little bit of mist to the side of the water. It makes it look more like water. I like that. That's why it's always fun to watch other artists, because you'll learn so many things. And it's the little things you'll learn from them that you're like, oh, I like that. So I'm going to the sides of the water. And then just going like this, and it makes like a little mist around the water. I love it. Now this place, girl, I don't know how you came up with that, but it looks cool. Love it. Okay. So we did a little bit of that. Okay, I think we are done. I think we're going to call this one done. Oh, let me try this. This was something else I wanted to try. Is that what I wanted to do? This is something else. I guess it's that same thing. It puts a little shadow on it to take your pencil and go like over a little bit over your painted stars like that. I saw Nana's place do that also, and I thought that looked really cool. It just gives it a little white haze. I don't even know if you can really see it, but it just gives it a little white haze. It's pretty cool. Again, I was like, why is she doing that? And now I see why. It gives it a little haze to go over with the pencil. I like it. Okay, so that's another little thing. Oh, last thing. We didn't make the, I want to make the light beams coming out of, the watches. Yeah, the watch faces here. So, I'm going to take my ruler, make sure I'm in frame. Okay, make sure you guys are seeing me. Let me bring my thing up here. Okay. Okay, so my ruler's right here, okay? So I'm taking my ruler, bring all this all the way up. And I'm gonna bring it out like that and out like that with my Posca pen. You can use a Posca, you can use a Posca, you can use a your white pencil, Prismacolor pencil or Crayola, whatever you want to do. But I think it shows up best really with the this Posca pen. I like that. That's cool. But you know what does look cool about using the white your white colored pencil is that it gives it more of a, you can see through it look. It's another look. So try both. And sometimes use that and sometimes use the other. But I like how that is. A little beam shooting out with this. That's cool. And again, I'll take my my Prismacolor white pencil here and I'll go kind of over that and give it a little bit of shading on the side of it. You can even take a little bit of color and add a little color on the side of the beam, like maybe with the green. That would look really cool too. So, but I don't want to do that now because that paint pen needs to dry. Okay. I'm sure I've shown you guys more than enough things, techniques. We're basically done. Like I said, I'm going to go over with my chartreuse just on the edge, on just like half of the edge of this beam. So it'll be like a green beam of light, but there'll be white on top and green on the bottom of it. But I hope I'm describing that right. They're very subtle changes, very subtle things, so it's kind of hard to describe. And I would show it to you, but that needs to dry really well. So I hope I'm describing that right. They're very subtle changes, very subtle things, so it's kind of hard. Okay, you guys. Am I there? Did we do everything I wanted to do? I think so. If not, I did enough. There we go. So you guys, for sure, if you like this type of stuff, you don't have to use these kind of books. You can use calendars. You can use magazines. You can use books, other books. But if you like these books, it's altered. It's Abandoned Castles. That's the one I'm using right now. There's Abandoned Wrecks, W-R-E-C-K-S, and it's just abandoned buses, cars, planes, automobiles. It's so cool. And then there's Abandoned Places, and that's just all kinds of different places that have been abandoned. And they're beautiful. They're so rusted out and so abandoned that there's a beauty there, I think. And people who like to do this work, they think so too. So, that is it. Yes, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, and you get those books from eBay between $7 and $10. So, if you want to get some of these type of books. Okay, you guys, that's it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up.